Welcome back to making a UE5 tutorial every day for the rest of my life. It is day 14 and we are going to be looking at landscape splines. These can be really useful for things like making roads or fences, anything that you want curves for that you know is going to take a lot of static meshes in your level to kind of get right. This will basically alleviate all of that and create almost just one object in your world, which can help with performance and things like that. And it also just helps with keeping things clean and saving you having to kind of move all these different segments. You can just do this all in once. It's a really helpful tool. But if you're looking at this, you would just go up to your selection mode. You click on your landscape. It will open you up in the sculpt menu. If you haven't got a landscape, obviously you will need to create one. But once you've done that, you can come into the manage section and you can just hit on this spline tool. Once you've got your spline tool selected, if you hold down control, you can start putting down your segments and getting the feel for whatever it is you're putting in there, whether it's a road, whether it's a fence. Now this looks quite big, but you can change everything. Like there's lots of settings in this that you can change to make it look a bit more interesting. So select one of your control points. Let's get the mesh in there first. So let's click update spline mesh level. This will select every control point, and then you can come down a bit further and you've got spline meshes here, and you can click on that and that will allow you to add a mesh. Now I've added in a road mesh, fingers crossed, as long as it's all working. Let's go to meshes, we've got roads, and I should have a mesh in here. It doesn't look great, but that's fine, it doesn't matter. We just need it for the actual, the show of it. So we'll click on road plane 5, I guess. We'll go for main road thin, actually, I think. He says. Let's try and search for it in here. Maybe that'll be easier. Actually, I've clicked on it. There we go. Perfect. So this looks pretty darn good. You'll find that sometimes this one's worked pretty well for me, clearly, but you'll find that actually it's normally looking like this on the forward X, but for some reason this has been created purposely for splines, so it's working on the X value. But if ever it's looking, if you're on forward X and it looks like this, just flip it to the Y, and it will work. One or the other will make it work. And this is what it looks like. And we can like, if we select one of these, we can move this around to kind of edit how it looks in game, and it will update the entire spline as you go. Like maybe you want a bit of a bend, so we can kind of tighten that up so we've got a bit more of a bend going in here. We get that S-shaped bend. This is really good as well if you're making things like racing games, because it allows you to have really good control over the road. If we select up here, we can change things like the half height of everything. So we can go like 750. So you might want like a really thin part of your road, or you might want a really thick part of your road. So you might amend each of your control points to have a bit more of a better half width. But obviously this doesn't have a texture, which is kind of annoying. But if it had a texture, obviously it would also amend the texture as well for you as well. So yeah, really useful tool. And obviously this is just for roads, but like I said, if you wanted like a bit of fencing along here, you could also add another spline here and go along and add whatever you wanted. I mean, if I'm going to use something that's probably not the best example, but if we click off of this spline and we can create another spline and intersect with this one if you really wanted to. If you wanted like a different kind of road going through the forest, I don't know. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do something different. So we'll click on this, and you can do pretty much any static mesh you want. So if I find, this is going to be a really obscure one, but if we do like a branch, for a branch, there we go. And this is what I was meaning about the forward X. So this is on the forward X. It's obviously not been created in mind of splines, but if you just swap it to Y, you then get them in a nice lovely row. They're a bit under the ground at the moment, so we might want to drag that up a little bit so we can see it. And it's just repeating that pattern over and over again. If you had like walls, as long as they finish and start where they should, they will connect up perfectly. And we can do things like changing the mesh scale as well, so we could like half them all so that they're a bit smaller. And And as you can see, that's now running through our other road. So it's really, really good, all the different things you can do with this. It's really fun thing to play around with. And like I said, if you look at the branches as an example, we'd have, God, so many branches. That's like 50, 60 branches. Whereas using a spline, it acts as one. It just acts as one object in your world. So like I said, from a performance perspective, it's a lot better than just placing these all individually. Obviously, with these branches, that's a terrible example because you would use the foliage tool, which again is far more performative than placing them individually. But yeah, have a play around with it. This is such a fun tool to use, and it can really make your scene look really, really good, really, really quick. So I'd always advise people to have a little play around with it. If you have humps in your landscape as well, allow you to curve it to the landscape as well. So you just have to create a few extra control points and just marry it up a little bit. So there will be a bit of tweaking involved, but you can also have it run through your landscape if you've added like hills and things like that. So really, really useful tool. Hopefully you found this useful. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. As always, like, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.